Hi, this is week 7, and we're going to talk about video effects. This week we won't have an official assignment because you'll be turning in Project 1, which is your news style interview. Here we have the seal that we are all familiar with, the seal video. Okay, and I'm going to go into video effects. So if I am here in my project window, I'm going to go to the panel called Effects. So I'm going to click on Effects, and if it doesn't show up in this panel list, click the double arrows and go to the Effects. So in Effects, we see several folders, and right now we're going to go, and we've seen video transitions. So now we're going to go to Video Effects and open up that folder. And you see several subfolders. In fact, if I grab this and move this up, you see there's a lot in my system. I have some special ones that I have purchased in the past. So let's open one set, Blur and Sharpen. I like using this blur. It's very soft, the Gaussian Blur, and I'm going to drag and drop that over to my clip. If your source window is open, go over to Effects Control and click on the file and make sure that's highlighted, and you will see different items in the Effects Control panel, and one of them is the Gaussian Blur that I just placed on that clip. So here I have my window, and it doesn't look like there's any blur happening because the blur is at 0. So if I grab and pull that open, you see that it suddenly gets very blurry. I'll leave that at about 55 there. Now there's other little options here. We're going to go and look at these later in this course. Now a blur dimensions, I could have it just horizontal or just vertical if I like, but I'm going to keep it at both. And also it says repeat edge pixels, because we see here it gets kind of dark on the edges because it's pulling in no pixels from the edges. So I'm going to click that open. And now we see the effect. Okay, so that Gaussian blur I could turn on and off, or I could click it and just delete it if I want. One last remaining thing, when you open up video effects, in this week, we will not be using color correct or keying. We will have a whole separate week for each of those items.